would say probably the most significant thing, knowing as many dealers as we do and having come to know them over long periods of time, most of them want their people to be taken care of. We, if you recall, when we did the interview with Rick Bastinelli from Centric and Jim Sheffield from UBO, I think Jim said it all. I mean, obviously his background is 100% dealer, and he had a very successful operation and so forth and so on. He said, we're acquiring businesses that are into taking care of the customer. That's a very strong and powerful message for a roll-up to do. I know that Frank Gaspari from FlexPrint feels the same way, and he has a little bit different philosophy because he likes to get the dealers they are acquired, if they're not heavily into MPS, to do it because he thinks that's a real game saver or a game changer. So, and I'm not sure of any direction that Visual Edge is applying to the dealers they cry, but they know the dealer game. They know what they're doing, and they understand. Yeah, you want to be more efficient, and there are things you can achieve by eliminating certain expenses that the dealership wouldn't have, like insurance, for example, things of that nature. And there are many others that come up as just a normal course of business that doesn't affect the dealership. Now, if you recall, Rick Bastinelli was emphatic about saying when he was looking to sell Centric, what he was looking for was an acquirer that would take care of all his people. And what take care of all his people meant nobody is let go, compensation is not changed, and it's business as usual. And Rick is going to hang in for when you ask him the question, how many years is he going to be president? I loved his answer. He said, you got a crystal ball. So I think his idea is to hang tough and make sure, and I shouldn't say tough, but hang in there, make sure everything is running the way he envisioned it should for his people, and then he'll probably say sayonara. And that's great. But the point was, he did his homework. He knows that business is not going to be affected negatively. His customers are going to continue to be well taken care of. His loyal employees who've helped him build that business are also going to be taken care of. So for him, it's a good thing. Then the other option is, and I've always had and miss him terribly, Jerry Mathwick. His thing, he could have sold that business easily. And he was struggling with that because he knew what the consequences of that could be. And he wasn't so sure he could find somebody that would acquire him that do what he want to do. So he got his people together and said, I am going to form an EOS. They weren't given an option. But what he said to me was absolutely for all of us who understands the process. Generally, when you buy, when dealers buy it, they buy out the owner. He took zero. They got it for nothing. They got an $80 million business that they suddenly became owner of a piece of as a gift from Jerry Mathwick. That to me was unbelievable. And that is so typical of who the man was. And the only advice that I think we can give dealers is make sure you know who you're selling to. I believe you owe it to your employees who've helped you build that business to make sure they're treated fairly. Most importantly, make sure that your customers are not going to be shortchanged by somebody coming in and saying, you don't need that many techs, or you don't need this, or you don't, let's get rid of that, or you got to cut your expenses here, and all that nonsense that goes on. I think that's the only thing that we could recommend. And if you're able to sell your business and come out clean I mean, not only come out clean, but come out the way you would like to, so that you and your family can enjoy the rest of your lives in comfort. God bless you. You've worked hard for it. You've earned it, and you should do it.